Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for the Cuckoo's Fiancee, Chapter 27. When we last left our heroes, we had some drama with Sashi and her growing incest problems. But then we transitioned to a hero chapter where Nagi tried to take Hiro to the library to one-up her for the amusement park incident. But then they ended up going to a kickboxing ring, and had some fun times there. A sweet little moment between them happened. The real kicker, though, is that Erika had invited Nagi to go shopping with her, which he turned her down, and then she saw him in the gym with Hiro, and she's unhappy about that. So yeah, let's jump right on into Chapter 27. And so we open with a little blurb about Volume 2, a second printing before it's even released. Volumes 1 and 2 of the series that's on everyone's lips are on sale now. That's good sales for Fiancee. Wonder if that means we'll get an anime in the near to distant future. But anyway, we actually open on Nagi, I think, walking home. Yeah, he comes up to the gate, right as he's going to turn on the gate. And if he does turn on the gate, he comes in. And there he finds Erika. For a second there, I thought that Erika had exited as he was entering, but that's not it. So yeah, he walks in, I'm back, and then he sees Erika. This week, a sudden date? Better hurry and get ready. And so Erika calls out, Nagi-kun, go on a date with me. Yeah, if she does not have the words for her feelings for Nagi yet, she's just dense. her reaction to seeing Nagi and Hiro together is to insist that he goes on a date with her. He's into her, or she's into him, and she knows it at this point. And then we get our cover page, 27th Foul, You Never Let Me See You Smile. Our little Instagram picture here is Erika, and it's kind of like beach-looking dress. We only see up to her or down to her breasts, so we can't get a whole look at it. You shine like the sun, and I just can't wait to see you. Also, she has a straw hat there. Now for a date with a fiancé. A random confession and some quick intimacy? Alright, the Erika shipper in me is excited. And so we cut to Erika, saying happily, oh wow, awesome! It looks so good on you! I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. There's mismatched dress shirt, these super baggy pants, a cloak draped around his shoulders. Really? And then the shopkeeper says to Erika, shall I add this one to your bill as well? Yep, we'll be wearing them out. And Nagi's, I sort of feel like this doesn't even look good on me. It's just expensive. Yeah, you're kind of right there, bro. Alright, let's get going. Nagi just looks at her. You must feel so lucky. You get to have me pick out your clothes for you. Now you can finally moving on from wearing that junk they left for us in the house. And we see Nagi is still out there wearing his cloak and baggy pants and whatever the fuck that shirt is. Anyway, Nagi counters her, hey, simple is best, right? And Erika looks back at him, and she gets right up in his face and kind of examines him. Too close. What? And she turns away. Nothing. And Nagi just looks confused as Erika turns away, and he asks, hey, that reminds me, what's the deal? With what? Suddenly wanting a date. Ah, that. I just thought it would be nice. Yeah, sure that's it. Is this an alibi for your dad? Or something? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But which one is it? Where should we go next? I am a little shocked, though, that we haven't really spent a lot of time in Erika's head. We spent a lot of time in, there's clearly this shift in Erika's views of Nagi, as you've kind of seen her transition from I can't stand this guy to he's fun to be around, but I'm not into him, and now it seems that she has to know that she's into him at this point, right? It can't be a surprise to her anymore. If her reaction to seeing the him in the gym with Hiro is to set up this whole thing, then she has to know, but we haven't really gotten to see her figure it out. But anyway, Amano-san asking for a date out of nowhere is really strange. What in the world is she up to? And then I guess they're at a zoo or something, so we cut to this snake hissing. And somehow it's all over Nagi? Oh my gosh, Nagi-kun, he likes you! How do you figure? What the hell kind of pet shop is this? So apparently at a pet shop. To be honest, I've always wanted a python. No! Don't you have a dog or something at your parents' house? And then she sees something else. Oh, Nagi-kun, look, what a sweetie! It's a king cobra! And we see, the big old king cobra. I always figured pythons and cobras were poisonous, but if they're just letting them out, or venomous, I mean, if they're just letting them out, they can't actually be, right? So they wouldn't let a venomous animal out to, attack the population at will, would they? I don't know. Wow, Nagi-kun is staring right at you. I think he likes you. Excuse me, can we take this sweetheart out? Stop! And then they leave the pet shop. Nagi is completely exhausted. Who would ever call this a date? I don't understand her at all. And Erika comes back to look at Nagi. So animals won't work either. What are you talking about? I've got it. Come on, Nagi-kun, hurry it up. So there's clearly she has some specific plan in mind. It's not just kind of unleashed resentment or anger or frustration and him getting close with Hiro. She has something in mind that she wants to do. I just don't know what yet. Come on, Nagi-kun, hurry it up. And we see they're running in running clothes, which are not super reminiscent of what Hiro was wearing at the gym, but that might be where her idea is. Something about, seeing them at the gym is kind of kickstarted this idea. But yeah, anyway, they're jogging. I'm gonna speed up. What? What the hell? And then Nagi speeds up and catches up to her, and then Erika runs past him. Huh? One sec. This isn't even a date! And we see, Nagi, kind of angry or shocked or yelling, whatever. Erika's kind of exhausted. What is this? Some kind of martial arts training? And now Erika comes right back over and starts examining him again. Maybe it's specifically she saw how happy he looked with Hiro, and she wants him to have that same expression on his face that he had with her. This is so weird. I was sure you'd love this. Yeah, I think I'm onto something here. Why would I love it? I hate running. Me too. And why would we go running? Why are you doing any of this stuff? Well, I thought you loved exercise. What? I love studying. Is that so? Then why were you kickboxing? Oh, yep, here's where she drops the reveal. I saw you guys. You were on a date with Hiro-chan. Ugh. And, again, she's very clearly, angry about the fact he's on a date, which is makes it very, very it'd be very weird if she did not realize her feelings for Nagi right now. And Nagi just looks at her, oh, okay, so what? Don't so what me. What, huh? I saw your stupid slack-jawed expression. Slack-jawed? No, I wasn't. You so were, and you were ogling her like crazy. Oop, call him out, Erika. That's so embarrassing, holds his head in shame. And let's not even bring up you grinning and laughing like an idiot. Well, I mean, I like her. Of course I'd act like that around her. One thing I do appreciate, though, is there is something of, it's not, I don't want to say, especially with this chapter being what it is, I don't want to say there's a lot of emotional honesty on display in this series, especially in a chapter all about Erika not being honest about why she's upset. But, Nagi doesn't dance around the fact that he's into Erika, or into Hiro, I mean, even Sachi, for all my problems with the Sachi drama, doesn't super hide the fact that she's into Nagi. Which is, in that case, worse rather than better. Sometimes subtext should remain as subtext. But, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. Nagi says, of course I'd act like that around her. And that's what pisses me off. You never let me see you smile. And there's our title line. And Erika turns away, kind of shaking. Nagi looks back at her, and then he sits down on the bench. I don't get what this is about. You've been on my side with the whole Seigo-san thing. You've been cheering me on until now. That was then and this is now. Oh, yep, here comes the truth. It's just and Nagi looks back at her. One sec. Felt like it's about to be a big scene, so I want to water up. Look, hearing about you and Hiro-chan, and actually seeing you like that, they're just different, okay? So maybe she still doesn't realize or maybe either she doesn't realize what's going on in her own heart, or she's just not intentionally being not honest with Nagi, both of which would make sense. Though I'm leaning towards the second one, that she can't bring herself to say that she's into him, but she knows it, which is why, she frames it as a date. But anyway, Nagi looks at her, then Erika comes up, I guess up in his face, and why are you getting cuddly with another girl in the first place? What, you don't think going on a date with me would be fun? Did you forget? You're my fiancé? Yeah, she's being very explicit now. And Nagi, so today she was trying to, so let me get this straight. You saw me and Seigo-san on a date together, and you got jealous? And Erika, apparently denser than your average harem rom-com male lead, asks, jealous how? What do you mean, jealous how? What? It's kinda obvious, Erika. Nagi holds his head in his hands. Well, I mean... As in, you like me? I'm glad Nagi's not being dumb here. Say what you want about this series as a whole. At least it does not fall into dense shonen rom-com lead, because Nagi immediately figures out that Erika's into him, which apparently I was wrong, and Erika has not figured that out yet. What? What are you, a moron? Or should I say idiot? You idiot! But that's it, isn't it? That's why you're mad. That's jealousy. If I saw Seigo-san on a date with another guy, I'd totally get pissed too. What? I should have realized, I'm sorry. And Nagi's even, being really nice about this. No, that's not it. That's why you invited me on a date today, right? I'm telling you no. But look, I just don't... You're wrong. I don't like you like that. Not yet. Not yet? Oh, that's a slip of the... That's a saying more on her mind than she wanted to kind of thing. Ooh, she has said too much. And then there's this pause, and Nagi, not yet! And Erika just pouts. Erika lays her feelings out on the table. How can anything go back to normal now? Next time, Nagi thinks about first-time confessions. Okay, there was a lot here. And this was honestly just a great chapter. Like everything not Sachi-focused is in this series. I am a little shocked, though. I mean, I guess if the actual thing going on is, Erika is conscious of her own mental state to know that she's falling for him, but has not fallen for him. That would explain why it seems like she knows when she asks him on a date specifically, and yet somehow is still kind of put off by the fact that she's jealous. I guess that works. It's still a little fuzzy, because it seems like she knows. If you see someone on a date, with a girl he's not quite dating, and then you ask him out on a date yourself, you're probably jealous, right? Like, that's something we can all kind of agree on, right? But yeah, the date itself does lead to some good gags. I love this awful outfit Nagi is wearing. It is the most hideous thing I've ever seen. The snakes are good fun, and then there's just whatever the fuck, the running scene is probably the least of the three, but it is just kind of, it directly connects to the date with Hiro from last chapter, in a way that works, in a way that kind of ties the chapter together. And then, of course, we have the two of them just letting all of their feelings out. Nagi, especially Erika, not a whole lot of Nagi feelings here, but, Erika explaining that she saw him and Hiro, at the gym, and then, of course, Nagi thinking that this means that she's into him, and then Erika's not yet. There's a lot going on here. And I've said before, I've been team Erika since chapter 1. Since chapter 0, if I'm being honest, since the original one-shot. And yeah, this chapter is a great time for that. So that's all I have to say for this chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!